All right, welcome back. We left with a very upsetting moment where I did not give you the answers to every question asked so far. I wanted you to find out, or at least figure out how to find out, what height corresponds to the 67th percentile of all adult males in America, recognizing that it's normally distributed, that has to be stressed, with a mean height of 70 inches and a standard deviation of 4. We need all of those things. So 67th percentile. Remember that percentiles corresponds to having, let's see, how do I want to say this? Being above 67% while still being below the remaining 33%. Well, that's really kind of what we're looking for on a z-table, right? Right? If you're giving me a z-score and I look it up on the table, that's going to give me the region, the proportion, the area, the probability of being at that z-score or below. So 67th percentile, I'm cluing in here. This is meaning that I'm looking for an area, a proportion of 67%. So really the strategy might simply be, let's take our table and let's look for 67% or 0.67 for our proportion size and see what z-score corresponds to that. And I've done that here. I look up on the z-table and I find 0.67 as a proportion happens when the z-score is 0.44. All right? Now, we can't stop there. You can't tell me, oh, well, 0.44 inches, Mr. Terrell. Everyone that is at least 0.44 inches tall is in the 67th percentile, because that's not quite correct. So we've got to take this z-score and turn it into a height, right? A z-score is unitless. I want units. I want an actual measurement in height. So I need to back solve. I need to work backwards to find what x value would give me that z-score. So yeah, we're working backwards quite seriously. First, we work backwards to find what z-score would give me this desired proportion. And then we work backwards to find what x value would give me the z-score that would give me 0.67. Which is maybe difficult to wrap your head around, but as far as the algebra is concerned, as far as the arithmetic is concerned, it's pretty straightforward, right? I've got 0.44 equaling x minus 70 over 4. I want to find what x is. So first I multiply everything by 4, then I add 70 to both sides, do just a little bit of algebra here, and that gives me a height of about 71 3/4 of an inch. And that is what we're looking for here. If you are 71.76 inches tall, so almost 72 inches tall, so almost 6 feet tall, that will make you go to the 67th percentile. That will make you taller than 67% of Americans while still being shorter than the remaining 33%. And that's how we do that. Honestly, this is maybe one of the more difficult things we'll get into for this section. Obviously, there's more yet to come. But if you can handle this, you are off to a good start. Now, some of you might be saying, this is very tedious. There's got to be robots out there that are good at doing this for us. And you're absolutely right. So in the next video, we will talk about those tools that you already have access to. One of them is Excel. Excel does everything. And the other is Desmos. And they both have their relative strengths and their relative weaknesses. And so we'll kind of explore both of those. Might take 2 videos, might do it in one. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you up ahead.